As we continue the rolling coverage on our top story, after being convicted and sentenced to 10 years in prison, former Tehelka editor Tarun Tejpal has said he will challenge the Bombay High Court verdict in the Supreme Court. Calling the judgment wrong, Tejpal has said he has complete faith in the judiciary and believes the evidence in the case was strong enough for him to have been acquitted. He also alleged that the prosecution was driven by political vendetta over Tehelka's investigative work, claiming he was being selectively targeted while others had been acquitted. Tejpal further referred to the cases of Umar Khalid and Sharjeel Imam to back his allegation of political targeting. The High Court had overturned his 2021 acquittal back when it comes to the 2013 sexual assault case, and he had got that acquittal, and they have now sentenced him to 10 years imprisonment. So after over 10 years, this kind of a stunning verdict has come down from the Bombay High Court when it comes to the 2013 assault case. His acquittal has been overturned by the Bombay High Court and he has been sentenced to 10 years in prison, given the fact that he has 2 weeks to now surrender before the authorities. To get more details, we'll be joined by our reporters, but this is the situation which is emerging, where Tarun Tejpal is now playing the victim card after finally facing justice after multiple years. I'm joined by Sunita Sawant, the investigating officer when it comes to this case. Thank you, Ms. Sawant, for joining us on the broadcast. Your first reaction to this verdict that's coming down? It's been over 10 years since this case first came and sent shockwaves throughout the country, but it's a huge relief for the family that the Bombay High Court has given this verdict. Ms. Sawant, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes, go ahead.
Ma'am, your first reaction, Bombay High Court has given this stunning verdict in this case that has, eluded the family for over 10 years. Go ahead.
Honorable High Court has given imprisonment, rigorous prison, 10 years in the jail and 5 lakh rupees fine. And in default of payment of 5 lakhs, 3 months simple imprisonment. And the court has said that in case the fine is paid, the same will be given to the victim. And the court has given 2 weeks time to surrender.
Right. And Ms. Sawant, when it comes to this entire case, earlier there was the acquittal, now there is the conviction coming in from the Bombay High Court. What has changed?
No, Honorable Court, we have already placed evidence which is on recorded by the trial court before the Honorable High Court. The same was argued and presented by the Solicitor General of India before the Honorable High Court. And the High Court has appreciated the substantial order is supposed to be there now, and we will go through the order, and it will be in public also, and all those things will be available in the order.
Right. So when it comes to the acquittal, do you see that the Bombay High Court saw all the evidence in a different light as compared to the trial court?
See, right now the order is not there, the speaking order is not there. So it will be, once the speaking order is there, we go through it, it will be clear about it.
Right. And Ms. Sawant, how do you see this defense coming in from Tarun Tejpal? He's saying he's being treated like Umar Khalid and Sharjeel Imam.
Absolutely wrong. It's not correct.
And Ms. Sawant, we've also seen that for several years the family has also been fighting for justice. What has been their circumstances, given the fact that there was the earlier acquittal, yet they have continued this fight?
See, I'm here to connect to the family, but family justice is given to the family by the Honorable Court.
Right. And Ms. Sawant, do you feel that when it comes to Tarun Tejpal's entire case, how it started, do you think there were certain forces that were trying to shield him?
We are professionals. We are living in this world, whatever it is. I don't think so any forces or anything can disturb the investigations and the trial of the cases.
Right. And especially in these cases, Ms. Sawant, it's always a he said versus she said kind of fight that starts in court. It's a very daunting task to get convictions, especially in cases where, it's driven by the statements of the victims.
Yeah, I didn't get you. Can you please repeat it?
Ma'am, in these kind of cases, as we see with Tarun Tejpal, it was always a very daunting task to prove this kind of a case in court, given the statements coming in from both sides. It was a very he said, she said kind of case. These kind of things are extremely challenging, especially in a court of law.
Right from beginning, case has gone in a right track since the time of investigation. All the evidences were properly collected and presented before the court. So it was properly documented. It's properly available. The evidence is properly available in the documentation.
Right. And
so there is no question of he and she. Everything is there in the court.
Right, everything was placed before the court. What has been the kind of main challenge that you have faced when investigating this entire case, given the fact that Tarun Tejpal was a very prominent journalist all the way back in 2013, and now finally after so many years this kind of conviction has happened?
I see. Every case is a challenging case. It's not this case only. All cases are challenging because we have to find out all those evidences what has been left behind, and collect those evidences and documentation and place it before the honorable court and lead the evidence in that direction. So every case is a challenging case.
Right. So it's a very clear-cut case for you that you gave the evidence and the conviction has happened. Now Tarun Tejpal has said he will go to the top court of the country. What are your hopes with this case going forward?
It is his right. He can definitely go before the Honorable Supreme Court. But the trial court has, the Honorable High Court has turned down the acquittal order of the trial court and has convicted him and has sentenced him to 10 years of rigorous imprisonment.
So you're saying
that stands as on date.
Right. So on the basis of precedent, you're saying that it could be unlikely that the Supreme Court changes the High Court's order?
No. See, whatever it is a debate what is going on and the appreciation of the evidence on the court. You see.
Right. Thank you, Ms. Sawant, for joining us on the broadcast and giving us your take on this entire matter. Completely, Ms. Sawant there, the investigating officer, saying that it is completely wrong that he's trying to play the victim card, saying the entire situation emerging in the wake of this verdict is similar to Sharjeel Imam as well as Umar Khalid. I'm joined by my colleague Ananya Bhatnagar as well as Yasha Kotak on the broadcast to take this forward. So clearly, as Ms. Sawant was also pointing out, Ananya, this has been a challenging task like every other case when it comes to raising these kind of matters in court, especially the challenge of the earlier acquittal and now getting this conviction in the Bombay High Court. Clearly, Tarun Tejpal not giving up without a fight. He will go to the Supreme Court, so it's a long legal road ahead.
Well, absolutely. It's definitely something that's going to happen. We have been discussing it since the very beginning of the day when this order had to come up. Supreme Court is the forum where this matter would be challenged, and Tarun Tejpal would leave no stone unturned in order to show that, you know, he is somebody who has been a political prisoner, is what the kind of claims that he had made. However, the kind of evidence as the investigation team has done a fantastic job. A watertight case was created, though that fell flat as far as the Goa trial court is concerned. But the Bombay High Court coming along, hearing that particular appeal and allowing that appeal completely goes on to show the kind of watertight evidence that the investigation team had. The detailed order copy would also reveal the kind of investigation that has been carried out by the Goa CID that had actually taken forward this particular matter. And more importantly, Ayushman, the court's order completely reflects as to why the minimum punishment has been granted. It has not been granted because there was a kind of a reasonableness or there was a little doubt as far as the commission of this particular offence was concerned. It was only and only granted because the court, while pronouncing its verdict, also stated that we know that both the parties must have moved on in life, and also considering the kind of age in which Tarun Tejpal is at currently, and also seeing that he has 2 daughters and a wife that that are there to be taken care of, the court has given out 10 years of imprisonment. It's not because there was no merit in the case or there was a laxity in the evidence in this particular matter. So clearly there is a watertight case that was presented by the investigation team, and the case was strong on evidence that the court took in fact, this kind of a ground in order to, give the minimum punishment, because when the court actually looks for the quantum of punishment, it not only sees the gravity of the offence, but also the condition of the accused and the people who are dependent on that particular accused person. And definitely, this convict, Mr. Tarun Tejpal, is somebody who has 2 daughters and a wife that are waiting for him, and that is exactly why a minimum punishment of 10 years has been granted. Though in other charges, different imprisonment has also been granted apart from 376(2) Act, wherein 10 years of rigorous imprisonment has been granted. All these sentences would run concurrently, but the next move would be from Tarun Tejpal to knock the doors of, in fact, the topmost court of the country.